Susie with Simply Creative Pages here. Today I thought I would make a quick border using the Delicious Memories paper pack. It's $6 for the pack and the embellishments are $2.50 and they're only available through your advisor. So the advisors, it's all just kind of cafe inspired or restaurant inspired. Here's the pages. I don't know if you can see, these are little plates, place settings here. And on the other side is a really pretty yellow stripe. And then you've got like a 50s diner kind of floor pattern with some food, like enjoy, great, cheers, eat up. And then on the last one is different kinds of food. There's pizza and there's pasta and some candles and wine. And then the other side is this pretty green gingham. So we're gonna make this border here, which I already did one ahead of time so you could see what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna show you how easy this assembles. Let me move that cover page out of the way. I'm gonna start by using the black. Let's see, I think I've got just a scrap strip of black in here. Some plain black cardstock. And I'm going to utilize these new custom cutting system editions. They kind of lock onto your 13 by 13 mat, and they have little, let's see if I don't know if you can see that. There's a little BGR here, red, green, blue markings, and you put these on your measurement, and then you lock your cutters into the channel, and you just cut along. And this one makes the V shape, and this one makes the zigzag. And then they also have this wavy pattern, and this other kind of, I think it looks like a parentheses pattern. And then I don't have the other one yet. There's another, they come in a set of two for $26.50, but there's also the curves and the ripple set. But today we're gonna use this one, but I'm gonna do it opposite. Instead of having two V's going out, I'm gonna have them go in and make it look like an hourglass. I think that should be big enough. It's just gonna be 1.5 inches, even though this is a scrap piece. So I'm gonna lock this in at 1, or at the beginning here. You know what? I think this would be better if we just straighten it off. And then my measurements are correct. Well, poo. My fancy blade's still in there. That's okay. We will still make it work. Nice, we're gonna line that all the way up on the side there. And then we're gonna bring this down, scoot that back a little bit. Gonna place this so that my red, oh good, I've already cut this side. We'll just go from there. So I want to go 1.5 inches over. So 1.5 with the red, because I'm going to use the red blade. And I have the old set. I don't know if you have the old set or the new set, if you have the custom cutting system at all, but this new set has kind of like a, I don't know what you call that, but it pivots around so that you don't have the weird turning when you're trying to cut an angle. So just gotta make sure we lock both of those pegs into the channel. Mine keeps slipping out, so I get a funky tear. There we go. Just slide that along. And then just a little trick before you pick it up, just make sure it's cut all the way through. I just wanted a little pretty hourglass. And then out of this brown paper, I wanted a 2-inch, not that one, there we go. This wow, great, amazing, yummy. I wanted 2 inches cut from that. Pop my straight blade in there. I move this out of the way. All right, I'm gonna go 2 inches. Here we go. I got 2 parts of it. Just gonna scoop that out of the way for now. And then I wanted to use this pretty black, it's got a fork and a plate and then a knife and a spoon. It's like a place setting with little flowers between it. So I wanted to use that as well. Let's see what I got left over here. And I'm going to cut 3 inches on that. 3 by 12, these are 12-inch sheets. I'm just going to cut 3 inches straight down. Oh, haha, caught myself. I wanted, because the plates are so pretty and kind of fancy on there, I wanted to use a decorative blade and kind of mimic that pattern on the yellow. So I pulled out my colonial blade, and that's how easy, it just pops right in there. Snap that down. And I'm gonna take just a little bit off so that I have the decorative edge on one side. Maybe a little bit more, there we go. And then I'm going to discard that. I mean, you could keep that if you wanted to, but I'm going to throw that out. All right, I'm going to want this to be 3/4 of an inch, because I'm cheating. I didn't want to cut and waste a whole bunch of the paper because it's so pretty. Let's go this way. 3/4 of an inch. We're gonna cheat and put it behind the black. 3/4 of an inch. All right, and then I wanted a 3-inch swath, which is what I was doing. I got distracted. Just 3 inches right along there. And then these little 3/4 of an inch strip, I put behind this black piece so that you just get a little bit of the show there, but you don't waste a bunch of paper. See how pretty that is, just peeking out there? All right, so we're gonna flip that over and we're gonna glue that down. I'm gonna use glue for this one. Oh, got a little carried away there. All right, there's one side. I just want about 1/4 of an inch showing there. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing down the other side. It looks like it's a complicated border, but it's really not. We just used our fancy blade. And just strips of paper and then layer them. About 1/4 of an inch on this side. There we go. And might as well assemble it while we're here, right? Gonna bring our brown piece down. Making sure all my patterns are going the right way so I don't have something upside down. Because that glue, once the paper connects, it's sticking. All right. And we're going to put our pretty hourglass shape right down the middle. Right down the middle there. There we go. All right, I'm going to set this aside and show you on this other one that I created a little circle of one of the other papers of the green gingham, just to add an anchor for some embellishments there in the middle. And I did that with the circle custom cutting system, and I used this is the 5.5 inch circle. I did it on the inside, and I used the, let's see, what did I use? I think I used the blue blade on that one. I'm pretty sure I used the blue blade on that one. All right, so we're just gonna get out our gingham paper. Here. I have too many papers rolling around here. There we go. And the blue is the furthest away from the cutting surface, so it's going to give us a smaller circle. So because of that, and because I want to save paper, I'm going to line this up and start my circle kind of close to that edge. There we go. Watch, I'm going to screw it up. Oh, I think I started it in the right place. So we'll pull that back down. We'll put that right in the middle. You could do it there too. That doesn't look too bad, but I wanted to use the green. I like green. It's got some distress markings on it, which I really like. We are almost done with the border. Now the embellishment pack had a lot of choices in it, including in these little embellishment packs, they always have a card with them, like a sales card. You know, has the what it is on one side, but on the other side, there's this beautiful plate that I'm gonna fussy cut out and use, which you could have used there if you wanted to. But I really like this Delicious Memories. And I like this plate, or this table setting. Let's see. Well, maybe I'll use Night Out. Maybe I'll use Night Out, the table setting, and then Tasty right across it. Kind of like a moon there, the Night Out above it. Then I'll 3D pop up the Tasty and put it across the bottom. All right, got the little moon. Got our table. Of course, we didn't do any kind of fancy dinner, but that doesn't matter. All right, we're gonna pop up Tasty. Get my pokey tool and pop those papers right off of there. 1, 2, 3. Thing just right across there. I kind of want to do it in the middle, but that I don't want to cover up the pretty table setting. So there we go, right there. Border done, just like that. All right, I'm going to adhere that to my page. Might as well finish out the page while you're here with me. I think I did a video before explaining that I use glue when it's just paper. If it's using my photos, I always use a tape runner, but if it's just paper, I will tend to use glue. There we go. I set that over about 1/2 inch from the edge. Shoot. And then we turned it upside down. There we go. And then on this one, I went ahead and matted using the yellow with the fancy blade again, using the colonial blade, just again bringing that in, and then used it over here with just a little touch to bring even more of the yellow with some more embellishments. I'm going to use this space for journaling and explaining, what we're doing here. Perfect. All right, I think I'm going to trim my photos down, so I will be right back. I think what I will do here is either piece together, I might do that. If I can match up the stripes, I should be able to piece this long strip together to give me 2 4 1/4 pieces. So let's see what I can come up with here. Four and a quarter by 4 1/4. Set that aside. My chair is so squeaky. I am so sorry. I will get some WD-40 and squirt it, I promise. All right, so 4, match that up on here. I want this to end at 8 1/4, there we go. All right, let's see if we can tell once I get it on there. Glue that down just a little bit more right there in the end. I think once I get that black behind that, I don't think you're going to be able to tell that that's 2 sheets of paper. Little trick for you. You run out of the paper you're using, just piece it together. Ta-da! All right, and this one I want to do at an angle here, and I want to bump that up just a bit. All right, I think I'm done. I have lots more embellishments, so I mean, I definitely could add to it. I could use this Delicious Memories. After all, I could maybe cover up his little crack there with something else, but street authentic food. There's some cute things in there. Foodie adventure, that might be cute there. But there we have it. Quick, easy border. I used a lot of the Creative Memories tools, which you may or may not have on hand. I think that the tools are an investment for me because I can use them over and over and over again. And I'm always looking for a great border to throw together that's quick and easy, but is beautiful. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Susie. I'm a Creative Memories consultant. If you don't have a Creative Memories consultant, I would invite you to shop my link below. And I will link I can't link. If you're interested in these papers, let your advisor know or let me know, because you can only get these as an advisor. Thank you for coming tonight and tuning in. Hope you join me again in the future.